All right, let's talk about one of the most important marketing objectives of all, which is the conversions marketing objective. Drive valuable actions on your website, in your app, or in Messenger. Basically, what the conversions marketing objective does that the other objectives don't do is it will optimize using Facebook's unbelievable amount of private data on all of us, right? It knows my age, it knows my browsing patterns, it knows my demographics, it knows what I generally buy on the internet, it knows, how long I generally stay on websites, it knows if I click on Facebook ads. Facebook knows so much information about all of us. It's really actually absurd and very scary and creepy, or it's very profitable for people like you and me who understand how to kind of capture the value and leverage the unbelievable amount of data that Facebook has on people to find our perfect customers. And so we are, like I've said a couple of times, going to go much more in depth into these different marketing objectives and actually build out campaigns. But I just really quickly want to show what it kind of looks like when you do a conversion campaign, just because it does look a little bit different. And this is going to look weird because this is a brand new account I set up as the Ad Ninja course demo. But if you were creating a conversion marketing objective, right, a campaign, what you could do here is it says, please select a conversion event. And what this means, guys, is Facebook is gonna go out and say, okay, if I choose, for example, purchases. So every pixel has a series of different events. Like if somebody comes onto my website, for example, and they're just browsing, they're viewing content, it's going to fire the view content event in the pixel because I've just kind of looked at a page. If I perform a search on a website, Facebook's pixel is smart enough to know that a user performed a search. If I added any product to a cart, Facebook is smart enough, the pixel is smart enough to know that a user added something to your cart. If somebody made a purchase on your site, if someone added their payment information, Facebook knows every time one of these individual events happens, and then you're actually able to optimize to show your ad only to people who are most likely to do whichever conversion event you select. Right? So that's I know this is a little bit more complicated, but the conversion campaign is so pivotal to understand. And most of the time, guys, what we're going to be doing is either view content or purchase, because people who if you're starting a brand new website, you don't have a lot of people coming to your website, you don't have a lot of traffic, you probably don't have a lot of purchases right at first, but that's okay. Right? The conversion marketing objective is not for people who have no event data in their pixel. What you're going to use the conversion marketing objective for, guys, is once you have 100 people who viewed your website, then you could create a conversion campaign, optimizing for view content. But by far the most powerful one, guys. Well, it depends. If you're trying to optimize to get more registrations for your webinar, this is a great one. If you're trying to optimize to get more, email leads from like a cheat sheet landing page, this is a good one. But most of the time, guys, the most powerful usage of the conversion marketing objective is optimizing for the conversion event of a purchase. So if you have 100 people, or even, Facebook says that you need 25 event fires. And when I say event fire, that means this purchase is an event according to the pixel. So if you have 25 people who've purchased from you, from your website in a week, in 7 days, then that is enough data according to Facebook. And they change that from time to time, but that's enough data according to Facebook to have an optimized, at least a minimally optimized purchase conversion campaign. And so if you have 100 purchases, or if you have 1,000 purchases, this just gets smarter and smarter and smarter at finding other people who are more likely to also convert and who are also to purchase. And so we choose the purchase event here. And now when we actually go out and create this campaign, guys, Facebook is going to say, okay, well, if you have 100 people who purchase, I'm going to only show this ad to people who share as many similarities as possible with that seed, that source audience of event data from the pixel who are also likely to purchase. And that is how a conversion campaign is so valuable, especially the more data that you actually give your pixel. So when people say that they're seasoning their pixel, it means that they're driving traffic to their site, whether it's organically from Instagram or YouTube, or people who are interested in their Facebook page or whatever, or if they're driving traffic via a traffic campaign. The more people who visit your site, the smarter your pixel gets. The smarter your pixel gets, the more profitable your conversion campaigns get. right? But people who start out with conversion campaigns are wasting money because, if you don't have the event data, if you don't have, a seasoned pixel, then you're going to be paying more because Facebook isn't dumb. Facebook is incredibly smart, actually, and they understand that the conversion campaign is the most profitable for people if used correctly, which means that they can charge the most for it. And so this is one of, if not the most expensive marketing objective, and it should only be used when you have enough source data to actually take advantage of the crazy amount of data that Facebook has on people to be able to find other people who are most likely to also purchase. And so that is a smashed in your face conversion marketing objective kind of summary. It's an incredibly important part of Facebook advertising, but it should not be used in the wrong place. It should only be used once we have 25 even to 100 events, whether we're optimizing to get more people to purchase, or we're optimizing to get more people to add to cart, or we're optimizing to get more people to add their payment information. You can choose whatever conversion event that you want, and Facebook's going to go out and find people who are more likely than the average population to also do that conversion event, guys. So one more thing that I want to talk about is what's called custom conversion events. And so custom conversion events basically allow you to optimize for anything. So as you guys saw when we actually went into the ad itself here, we can choose what Facebook allows us to as far as conversion events, view content, search, add to basket, add to wish list, things like that. But let's say, for example, that we wanted to create a custom conversion event and we wanted to target more people who've viewed our order page but haven't viewed our thank you page. So people who are showing interest but haven't bought yet. So how we would do that is we can do what's called a custom conversion. So we can go to create custom conversion here. And for those of you who didn't see, I think I did that kind of fast. We went to all tools and then custom conversions right here. So create custom conversions. And what we can do now is we can actually include all URL traffic that meet the following criteria. So if we wanted to target people who had viewed our order page, right, and assuming that our order page had the words order page in it, obviously, if you have an order page on ClickFunnels, you can just use the order page and then you can use the thank you page. Or on Shopify, if you want to target people who visited your cart but haven't visited your thank you page, you could say URL contains cart. And you could add another rule here, and you could say URL does not contain thank you. Right? And these are easy. Obviously, I can't show you exactly what your URLs would be because I don't know, what specific platform you're using. But if you're using Shopify, all you have to do is take, your cart URL, and you could say, for example, you want to include all URL traffic where people have gone to the cart, but they have not seen the thank you URL, right? So now you're gonna create a custom conversion event that's gonna optimize to show your ad to more people who are likely to also view the cart but not view the thank you page, to show it to more people who are interested enough to actually come and enter your cart but have not yet purchased. So the last thing that I'll say about custom conversions is, I just wanted to introduce the concept, but these are kind of more advanced strategies that most people don't actually need. And let Facebook pixels do what it was designed to do. So I usually use standard events. So there's standard events and then there's custom conversions. Custom conversions are what we did right here, but sometimes people can make mistakes because you have like multiple different products that both have cart in the URL, or maybe your your thank you page actually says like purchase confirmation or something like that. And so I generally don't like to use custom conversions, but I just want to show you guys that what's out there and what your options are if you want to create a little bit more complex custom conversions where you want to optimize your campaign for people who are likely to add their payment or purchase, right? Because there's like a lot of different combinations of advanced things that you can do with custom conversions. But for most of us, it's going to be just perfectly fine to actually just choose the conversion campaign objective here. And then actually, just choose one of these standard conversion events just right like so. So 2 final little tips, and we'll go through these more in depth once we actually go to create full-scale ad campaigns kind of over my shoulder. But 2 last little things that are fun and cool about the conversion marketing objective is you can turn on the offer ad also. So drive more conversions by creating an offer that people can save and receive reminders about. And so this is kind of a cool little thing. It's kind of like a lead generation or an offer ad mixed with a conversion ad. So this is a sweet little tactic that I like to use all the time to kind of really entice people people to actually convert on my offers, which then makes the Facebook pixel smarter, which means that I get, cheaper conversions and more conversions, which means my conversion campaigns become more accurate. And the last little ninja tip I'm going to go over super quick is you can actually optimization for ad delivery. And literally this has just appeared as of like last week, which is hilarious and actually a really good point, because Facebook changes more than any major platform that I've ever seen by far. They literally change sometimes daily. So, if you read something like, for example, if you want to run conversion campaigns but don't have a huge amount of traffic, click the optimize for both link clicks and conversions, which, you can do right here. And conversions if optimizing for conversions isn't getting enough results. But like we see, literally, I checked this like a few days ago and this wasn't here. They're saying starting May 30th, 2018, optimizing for both link clicks and conversions will no longer be possible. Any ad sets that optimize for both link clicks and conversions will automatically be updated to conversion optimization, which is hilarious, right? But it's a great point because Facebook changes all the time, guys. So if you see something here that you don't see in the platform, you can't find anywhere, don't kill yourself. Post in the private group. It's probably likely that it's updated. Facebook updates sometimes literally daily, guys, but most of the time the general concepts remain the same, which is why I'm spending so much time up front teaching you guys an incredibly solid kind of foundation and infrastructure to build on, so you understand the underlying concepts. So even when Facebook changes little stuff like this, where this like disappears, you're gonna say, oh, well, I could either just run a traffic campaign then first and then do a conversion, rather than trying to do both kind of with one little hack that I was trying to teach you guys, because it looks like it's gonna be eliminated in about 10 days. And so that is conversion marketing objectives. I hope you enjoyed that one, guys, and we'll see you on the next.